For the purpose of this activity, I'll be using a pseudonym to describe my student. The pseudonym for the student will be Danielle. Danielle was a third grade student whom I taught at a previous school site in Hawaii. She had an IEP for ED as well as a writing disability. She had a difficult time developing relationships with her peers as well as fellow adults. Examples of behaviors that she would present included physical outbursts with students primarily, excessive anxiety and decision-based learning, and verbal outbursts with both students and other teachers. The student had a particularly difficult time communicating her emotions and sentiments with adults. She would end up using inappropriate language and threaten the adults in a way where she would say that she would physically attack them if they wouldn't leave her alone. She was academically in third grade, as mentioned previously, and was writing at a first grade level. She lived with her two older siblings as well as her mother, who had been previously divorced and was maintaining 3 jobs to keep the family afloat. In regard to family and community engagement domain, the mother was the prime provider. She had her family in town but would not accept their help due to her beliefs that she was the sole provider. She also did not want her daughter to be treated any differently due to her situation. Due to her mother being single-minded, the student's mother, she did not seek help from both family and local resources. In this domain, Danielle would have benefited from working with the school counselor provided by the school site. Also, if parent was more forthcoming with the administrators, there would be a positive and existing relationship between all parties. We'll now talk about the emotional support. When Danielle would present physical outbursts with other students, she was immediately ostracized from elective programs by the principal. Danielle would be given the consequence, and then admin would not conclude the event with any follow-ups, and the same thing would happen over and over again. The student would have benefited from restorative practices. She could have learned to use her words to describe her sentiments and develop positive relationships with the people around her. In regard to integrated support, Danielle was not given academic support due to the lack of staffing. If student was given the proper tools to meet her academic goals, the student would feel confident with the idea of learning from others and writing.